Good day, Los Santos, and welcome back to another episode of the Martinson Minute. For those who are unfamiliar with the Martinson Minute, it is a fast-paced compilation of small events and a few new things that are going on inside the city this week. I hope everyone's ready, so let's get into our first story. A brand new store and gas station have opened up near the Tunnel Toll Booth in Paleto Bay. These new stores are both part of what is being called the Studio Plaza. The general store, aptly named Dancing Disco, and the gas station Diesel Disco are based on a disco theme that is sure to get you in the dancing mood. Bright lights, a vibrant atmosphere, and affordable prices are what these two new stores plan to bring to the Paleto Bay area. Weazel News managed to sit down and get an interview with the owner of Dancing Disco, Noah Carlisle, to get his input on what he plans to do with this new business.
And the whole purpose behind it is to kind of put some life into Paleto.
Gotcha.
One of the biggest thing is like we're full life. We like to have fun, and having like this little space where you don't have to be bored to like fucking put gas in your car. You don't have to be bored to go get a burger. So it attracts a lot of people. We've gotten a lot of good positive feedback. One of the biggest things we want to do is do community events. We want to get a DJ up here and have night out on the lots, or night out in the parking deck. We're trying to figure out the name, but invite the whole city to come down here, dance to some music and have some fun.
And with that story out of the way, it's time we take a quick look at a word from our sponsor.
That can-do American spirit is in our DNA at Up and Atom. We invented the triple burger, the 10-slice of bacon triple cheese melt, and extra creamy jumbo shake. And of course, the legendary two-way speaker box for people that are too lazy to get out of their cars to eat. We don't succumb to trendy health fads. At Up and Atom, we've kept many of the same menu items. We still serve up all of your weekly saturated fat, salt, and sugar needs in one convenient setting. Up and Atom, food from when we were morally superior.
In our second story this week, I had the fortunate opportunity to meet with some individuals of an organization known as Salvation. During our meeting, I asked some questions about this new organization in the city and gathered some answers some Los Santos residents may have been looking for. Alright, Isaac Martinson, reporter for Weazel News, here with some members of Salvation. So why don't you guys go ahead and just start and tell me, what exactly is Salvation, and what are you guys planning to do, with the city?
Salvation, we've had names tossed around at us, but we are a movement, and we are a movement that is taking the city by storm. You see, we understand there's a need for change in this city. Something that people don't want to talk about in their everyday lives, and things that people don't want to admit. But it's clear that unrest has been in many citizens. There's been protests and a lot of violence, which we would like to find a way to put to bed. Salvation is here to protect people in ways that the PD, sheriffs, and the government has just failed to do countless times. We are here to keep people safe without having any restrictions of that line that everyone else has been afraid to cross. We want to see the fundamental change in the city so people can go outside and the hardworking man can feel safe, not having to keep all of his money in the bank, keeping his cars in the specific places to not get robbed. We want to be here to make sure people feel safe in their own city.
Gotcha. And a lot of people in Los Santos have been calling you guys a gang. Do you guys agree with that statement? And if not, what would you say to those who are calling you guys a gang?
There's a difference between a gang and a group of people that are trying to do well for the city. Gangs go out to harm. They go out to cause unrest. Us as a family and as a group, as a civilization, shall we say, are out to do the exact opposite of what a gang would do. We're here to stop the unrest and it's causing it.
So you guys mentioned bringing change throughout the city and working for the betterment of the people of Los Santos. What exactly do you guys have in store for the city and plans going forward to help liven up this city and help everyone feel a bit more safe at nighttime?
Although we are not able to state specific plans due to government already playing a big role in trying to stop this movement and failing countless times, we can tell you some things that we have already accomplished. Involves getting rid of certain corrupt officers. One name that I'll be able to mention is one that I've heard heavily at the pier that people wanted gone. We took it upon ourselves to do everything we could to make sure that man would stop being a corrupt cop who eventually we kicked out of the PD for stealing off people he would arrest and reselling it. We were able to file multiple IA reports and catch him, ultimately getting him fired. And furthermore, we are here to be the vigilantes for people who are not able to do things like call the cops, or people who know that they'll be considered minor when it comes to things like getting their car stolen, or know that procedures are going to stop them from getting their money back when someone goes and mugs them on the or shaves them bald. We're here to make sure that only redeemable people are those who are let off the hook, and it's not just a minor jail sentence that people are getting away with.
Are you guys hoping to alleviate some of this stigma that you guys have gained throughout the city?
I feel like this alone won't do it, and it's going to have to be just the showing of action. As will be going public, and a lot of the officers will see this. Just wanted to state out there that vigilantism is a charge. We're not getting out here to go and take the job from officers. We're here to try and reward those who do well. I'll say a name earlier. I was in a situation with an officer where he was being held at gunpoint, and of different means and ways, I was able to, I guess you could say, save his life so he could go on and fight another day, and ended up assisting him with detaining the female suspect. Things like that, when people see it, I feel like those good officers that actually do their job, and the good people that understand what we're here to do, that stigma of us being a gang and some sort of group that's going to go and cause issues, that shouldn't be an issue from this point on.
Alright, that's all questions I have for you guys. Is there anything else you guys would like to say to the people of Los Santos at all?
I would like to just say to anyone who's watching this, anybody who has understood the message we are trying to bring, and anyone who feels like they have been in a position where they need help and they don't know who to go to, they don't know who to ask, and they don't feel safe calling the police, or they don't feel safe asking for help from a different means. If you ever see someone in a mask like this, or you know somebody who is within salvation and you need that help, or you need some sort of assistance you can't get another way, and you're just looking for somebody to come and save you from a situation, come up to any of us anytime, ask for our numbers, and if you ever need it, just give us a call. Obviously, we cannot put our numbers over such a live broadcast for obvious reasons, but if you ever see us, you ever got one of our numbers, or you want one of our numbers, walk up to us, ask, and we will be there to help you in your time of need.
Those two stories are going to wrap up this week of the Martinson Minute. I hope to see you again next week, and as always, stay safe, Los Santos.